All right. Introduce yourself for the crowd. Tell us a little bit about yourself, about your art, about how it reflects your life philosophy and the romanticism of art and going by one's own inner feelings.
Hey man, thanks for having me. My name's Hunter Mestman. I'm a local Long Island artist in New York, and I definitely come from a family of artists where it wasn't their main thing that they did. They had a career, and I definitely have a day job too, but art for me has been an outlet where it's the only way I know how to express myself without words. So I started in graffiti stenciling in high school. The notion of, wait, I get to take the doodles that I got yelled for in school and I actually get to put this on canvas and do stuff with it. It was such a weird notion for me. It was excitement. When I was down, I was up, and so on. The emotion was great. And fast forward, I took a whole bunch of art classes in college, and I got stuck in Colorado in 2020. My grandfather passed away, and I wanted out of New York for a bit. I got stuck there, and I retaught myself how to draw digitally. I got an email from Adobe Illustrator. The universe just connected me back to art, and it helped me through an emotional time, and eventually other people were like, wait, I connect with this too. And the biggest thing for me is, like, if I create art for myself and I make an impact on myself and I can make an impact for others, why not? Because it's the best way I know how to help people and make an impact. Impact is definitely like the biggest word, because if you're not doing it for yourself, there's no reason to do it for others, because you have to love yourself before you can send love to others.
Love the enthusiasm, and it's awesome to talk with somebody that lives in proximity to so many cool visual artists in New York. So I tip my hat to you for kind of listening to your gut there, and it seems like it's paid off for you. Walk me through your process now. You talked a little bit about stencil, spray paint, and kind of that Banksy feel. Walk me through, is it aluminum that you work on?
Yeah, so when I was 16, I took a lot of doodles that I had on my notebooks, on my textbooks, on my tests, on everything, and I would then hand draw them on a clear piece of plastic, cut them out, and then spray them. And that was probably the foundation for my style that I have now, except it's way more different than clean, fun shapes on paper with spray paint. Of course, it's never clean, but you know. So yeah, I guess the easiest way is it's synesthesia. I listen to music, I create, I take emotions, conversations, like even right now we'll probably channel original piece that I'll make at some point. So like I'll sit down with a collector and they'll be like, I need you to make something that's Elvis. Go with purple and blue, have fun, go crazy. So I'll just look at some reference photos of Elvis to make sure that I get the characteristics right. And then I'll just add like a guitar on the nose, have fun with it, add some abstract shapes in there, and I'll do it on my computer in Illustrator, or I'll use Procreate on my iPad. Then I put everything onto aluminum canvas because I just love the way that light reflects. It brings it to a whole new light. I've had a collector in Colorado. She called me up while I was at my day job, and I'm so glad I picked up because she told me, hey Hunter, my piece in my living room, it looks so different at 6 a.m. versus around lunchtime and then at dinner, because the way the sun interacts with it, especially for a more abstract piece. It's I don't know. It's just so much fun still being on the journey, not knowing exactly what's coming next. Right now, I'm definitely a very vibrant artist, but I've been delving into a black and white series, and I've been having so much fun figuring out how to create that same energy, and just giving some of my collectors some inside scoops, sending them stuff before that everyone else sees, and just having fun. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah, the thing that stuck out to me the most about that response was the synesthesia. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Um, but I connect with that too, because on this podcast, I talk with musicians and visual artists such as yourself. I'd love to have on like some people that are involved with film and acting, just because I connect with that idea of similarities across mediums and how one medium informs another. And you asked about what I do for my art. I like working with acrylic paint markers. They're just kind of a newer medium, and they don't make as big a mess as paintbrushes and oil paint and just a lot of other mediums. So that's kind of what I like doing. Is it also, I feel like I'm able to be more prolific because I don't have to, it's just a much faster process, not having to dip a paintbrush in paint and set everything up and try not to make a big mess, because sometimes I have those tendencies. Like you, I kind of would scribble in school and stuff. And yeah, it is a bit of a shock to come out of school and just kind of ask yourself, okay, so what did I like doing in school? And then you just arrive at the conclusion that you liked doing what you got punished for, which was drawing in class or whatever. But let's see. What have you found to be the coolest part about delving into black and white lately? Has that been a contemporary, I don't know, just a side quest, What lessons have you learned? Because I feel like I learn the most from art, from making art, and the medium is my teacher, And so, yeah, what has it taught you lately?
So I love what you said. It is really cool to be able to just take my iPad, sit under a tree, and create a piece, plug it in, go somewhere else, pull it up on my computer, and finish a piece. Like, that's something that I never had when I was younger, because it didn't exist. The black and white pieces, so like, I've done some charcoal before, and that's so different than what I'm doing right now, because I am treating everything the same that I would otherwise for a more vibrant piece. Sometimes I'll do a little bit in color and then desaturate it. But lately, for a piece that I was working on last night, I only used white and black and the grayscale, basically. And I just had so much fun. I don't see a difference. I just see a different energy. So I kind of just let my muse go for the most part when I'm creating like that. the music, what I'm feeling, that I will say is different. So choosing to not paint the colors that I feel when I'm listening to music for the Black and White series is definitely different. So instead, I'm using more of like what I'm feeling, where I want like an energy to go, whether I want something to feel like it's glowing or there needs to be a darkness with like a weird fun marbling area. It's a work in progress, and I'm glad you asked that because I haven't really thought about that yet because this is still pretty new and fresh.